Kia ora, guys, gals, and Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome to the Town Hall. It's never a smooth transition into this hall, but we are here. If you've never been to a town hall before, if you don't know what a town hall is, it's essentially a chance to hang out. Blood mine, don't you dare. Don't you dare. No technical difficulties today. But yes, if you've never been to a town hall before, it's essentially a chance to hang out. It's me and you sitting here having a conversation, talking about stuff and things and what's going on the channel and life and other such things. Yes, there is no goatee. The goatee is not back. There is no beard, and I don't foresee a beard coming back anytime soon, but not to say that there's no chance of it happening in the future, but hey, who knows? It might all in time. I'm glad that the audio is okay today. We have sync, we have visuals, we got things going on. I feel like we're trying our luck, but you know, it's good. It's good. So, if you haven't caught some of the live streams that we've been doing over the last month, it has been a new thing that I've added to the channel. Essentially, it's reviving an older format, which was Let's Relax. It's a chance for us to hang out, relax together, and play some games. And I've been really enjoying it as a chance to, you know, do different kinds of games that we wouldn't be doing series with specifically. But in saying that, there have been periods of time throughout this month where I haven't been able to release everything as much as I would want it to. We've had some things that have been away for a while, namely Ashes and Logan. Logan's been away for a good long while. And part of that comes just down to I've been running with a perpetual cold for a good long while. And some recording is easier to do when I'm like that. Others, not so much. So, yeah. I am indeed still playing Kenshi. Something that I will announce is that both Kenshi, Frost, and Cataclysm are all going to release right after this Town Hall has finished. Maybe not right after, but a little bit afterwards. We're going to have all three of those go live. And the reason that they've been sitting around is technical difficulties, our favorite thing in the world. So I've been using the Adobe software suite for the last few years, and it is good. It is good. I really do enjoy it, but my gosh, I feel like the more it's updated, the more it doesn't work, and that's something that we've been dealing with for a while now. And there have been some long nights, some very, very long nights, especially when it comes to Zealand. For some reason, the software just does not like Zealand, and I don't know why. It's the exact same recording format that I use for both Cataclysm and Kenshi, using OBS to record, but for some reason it is cursed. It is absolutely cursed, and so some weeks when I'm editing it, it'll just export fine, and other times I'm up till like 2 or 4 o'clock in the morning, just like pulling my hair out, trying to figure out why it's not liking it. So, yeah, it is a pain. And what makes things harder is that I would want to switch to a new software. I have a hard time trusting new things. And while Premiere Pro and the Media Encoder software do have their issues, generally for the most part, they're, yeah. My PC is upside down, you're right. That's right. They haven't been doing updates specific to New Zealand and Australia. They need to get on that. They need to get on that. Yeah. My harness is barely holding on right now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even older software. I mean, maybe. We'll see. It's tough to just come up with a theorizing as to what the issues could be, because when I fix one issue, another one props up like pretty much soon afterwards. What's my favorite Star Wars movie? Favorite? That's a tough one. I don't know if I can pick one. I actually really like The Force Awakens. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, not sure. Nanania, thank you very much for the super chat. Wow. Janet's on it today. She's on it.
How are you? If you are still sick, I recommend tea.
I'm definitely going to have some tea, that's for sure. I'm going to need to. I'm on coffee at the moment, which might not be the best plan. We'll see how it goes. I am planning to try and make it through today's town hall. We'll see how we do. I do have a rather upset stomach today. I'm feeling a little rough, if I'm being 100% honest. But we're doing okay. Where's Leon? Leon is currently on a season break. So we had the season finale to his tale just recently, and not recently, it was a little while ago now, but I'm already working on the next season. There is quite a bit behind the scenes that needs to happen before that part of the story can be told. Pepto-Bismol would be great. Unfortunately, we don't have Pepto-Bismol in New Zealand. I know we've got like the equivalent of it, but yeah. I'm surprised by how many episodes of Frost we've had as well. Like Akira's been kicking along for a lot longer than I thought. She's really been doing good. But yes, if you haven't caught the live streams that we've been doing so far, we've covered two games primarily. The first being Outward, which I am going to return to. We are going to do a little bit more of that, but also Mount & Blade Warband, which I've had a hell of a lot of fun with, because Warband is one of my favorite games. It's a bit janky, it's a bit dated, but it's so much fun. And I've had a lot of fun with it so far. Our character, Rolandson, who has been battling to survive in that in that very rough world, but it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun so far. What time is it in New Zealand? It's currently 9:10 in the future. Yeah. How long do I think Vedant and Dan will stay in the story? Until they get themselves killed. In Zealand, yeah. And if I thought anyone was likely to end up getting killed, it's those two. I kid you not, we went through a full day's worth of playing. Me doing like a session 0 of them, essentially to catch them up over the 5 years that they've had. But there were so many close calls. There were so many times where they actually could have wound up dead before playing the game. And I was like, this is kind of character creation here. I feel like you guys are going to die in character creation. Yeah. Who do I think is going to take the Iron Throne? Thank you, Nick Moore. Yeah, I'm gunning for that throne. We'll see. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, we need more Mohawks for sure. There will be Mohawks in the next. I'm sure of it. Dargon, what's the most fun for you to record at the moment? Most fun. I really enjoy Kenshi. Every single time I sit down with Kenshi, I really, really enjoy it. One of the reasons I enjoy Kenshi is, it's an enjoyable game in the first place, and I never know what's going to happen in the episode, so that's always exciting. But it's generally a pretty stable game. I did have a crash in the most recent episode, the one that's going to come out, but it's quite a stable game, so I don't have to focus on editing around that stuff, whereas when I'm recording anything in Fallout 3 or in Skyrim, so much of my time goes towards editing around problems. Even in Fallout 4 with Ashes, there's a lot of time that's spent working on trying to make my way through that. The Forsaken one, thank you very much for the super chat. We'll see if Janet gets around to that. I don't know if I've heard of that. I don't know if I've heard of that.
What did you think of the Abyss project? It's the first time I've ever done anything like it. It has a more fitting name of Fallen's Ascent now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. No, I don't think I can recall it. Yeah. Origami Unicorn. What are my thoughts on Game of Thrones right now? I'm loving it. It's a spectacle. Yeah, I mean, it's not what a lot of us anticipated was going to happen. I won't talk too much about it, just to avoid potential spoilers, because it's still kind of fresh. But yeah, I thought it was great. It was awesome. I didn't have the problem that a lot of other people had, where they were saying it's too dark. I think that's just a meme. Unless I think people were just watching it on phones, because phones darken things a lot. Yeah. Oh, the Forsaken one. Okay, right. Okay, I will definitely look into it. I will 100% look into that. Yeah, I haven't been able to catch that yet. I actually did remember Skulk mentioning something to me, so I will go and look into that. Yeah, I thought it was super cinematic. It was great. In terms of how it was shot, that was an absolute freaking spectacle. And props to them for how they did it as well, because it's difficult. It's super, super difficult. But yeah, I will say that they've taken liberties with someone did an analysis of the frames and the entire episode from the entire yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is like at nighttime it's going to be like that, and yeah. I mean, there definitely are two ways you can do that, and I mean, I've kind of had those things happen in. I've had those things happen in, like, Leon's Tale, for example, where early on, like, dark is actually dark. In the later episodes, I've kind of changed that a little bit, but it also fits with Leon because he can see a lot better in the night, so I can take a little bit of liberty with that. Also because things just get so dark on YouTube. Mumbles 05.
Bribe to save Scumfrost. J.K. Lowell.
Well, we haven't needed to yet, so we'll hope that continues. We'll hope. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I did enjoy it. But yeah, there were some interesting things that ended up going down there. Sarah, I'm looking forward to Dusk's return as well. I am indeed. I had an interesting idea for Bran's playthrough, depending on where the kind of story goes and how things happen there. Yeah. Ooh, I've got a sunbeam on me. Sunlight. What is this thing? Weird. We'll see if that actually affects my green screen. Oh dear. I think the thing is, I promise I won't talk about Game of Thrones this entire town hall. I think what happens, and what a lot of us don't realize, is when we're showing scenes, they're not shown chronologically. So when we see someone somewhere else, and then all of a sudden we see them, oh, they're here all of a sudden, the previous scene that we were seeing, that was from months before. So we can never really tell where in the story things are happening. There are no dates or anything like that are given. So I can see it happening that way. But yes, there have been some mistakes before where things haven't quite added up. But yeah, yes, I am touched by the light. It has come for me. Megan, how much of Leon's Tale is there left? There are 2 seasons left of Leon's Tale. I mean, the next season could be the last. It's not. It probably won't be. It's very dependent on what is actually possible to do with the game, because I've already, twisted things to a large extent, but there's going to have to be some more. There's going to have to be some more twisting. Nathan, what would be funny as a J.K. Rowling-esque detail for one of your role plays? What could we... little known fact about Leonidas. We haven't seen it yet, but he's super into crocheting. Super into crocheting. Like, whenever we're not seeing him, that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Sacred Dragon, you haven't missed out on too much yet. We've been talking predominantly about Game of Thrones. And crochet. Yeah. Vormithrax, good to see you, my dude. Yes, I did originally plan to do a Dark Brotherhood Let's Play. And then just time became a thing. I need a hyperbolic time chamber. That's for sure. Yeah, Leon is definitely a furry as well. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Well, actually, shock horror, Leon isn't actually even in Skyrim at all. It's just all materializing in his head, and the cast of characters, they're all, at his like clinic with him. So like Inigo, Serana, they're all people that work at this clinic. Yeah. Cameron Witt.
Do you have any plans for roleplay for Enjoy Mod for Skyrim after you are done with Leon? Because I bet that would be an awesome series.
I have been desperate to play Enderall over the last few months. I've just been like salivating at the idea of doing a story with that. Yeah. No, I haven't tried DMT. No, I have not. I have not. Waiting for Cyberpunk 2077. Yes, indeed. Indeed we are. Yeah, Inigo is his cat. Yeah. Inigo is just like the cat at the clinic that everyone likes. Yeah. I'm trying to think like how Hersian figures into that story, because he's like a big part of him. Yeah. Yeah, last scene he wakes up with glass. Yeah. Your permadeath run on Frost got ended by a pack of dogs running from a bear? Yeah, that'll happen. Yep. Umbra, enjoy your experiences in Kenshi. How old is Sand? He's not that old. But I think that's the thing, is not a lot of people are old in Kenshi. That's why Hobbs is treated as an old man, because, he's kind of middle-aged. And that's old in the world of Kenshi. So, yeah. Archmage, welcome. Glad to have you here. There shall be more. Much more. Yeah, Sleeth. I imagine, living to 30 would be a big deal in Kenshi. Sacred Dragon, yes, Fallout 3 is returning. Yeah. Definitely. 110%. Yeah. I feel like maybe Hersian was like one of the late night guards who also had like an underground dogfighting ring, and he got arrested and taken away after Leon exposed him to the daytime staff. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, Chris. This is my room. This is Sovngarde. I come up to Sovngarde as a honored guest. I am Dragonborn. I was born in the year 88, which is the year of the dragon, so I am Dragonborn. So yes, they welcome me here. I'm allowed to come here while still being alive, which is good, because like it wouldn't be good if I wasn't. That would make things rather difficult. There's all kinds of legal ramifications with releasing things on YouTube after you're... We're going to stop that. Anyway, yeah. We could buy land in Flores. I didn't know that. That'd be good. We own a brewery now, so that's something. Megan, it's been a while since you've watched Logan's Day/Dawn. What would you say is the greatest difference between old Logan and new Logan? I think... I'll let Janet get to this.
Buster the cat is here, and he wants more RimWorld.
Hey Buster. Hey Buster. I wanna have more RimWorld as well. RimWorld is definitely something that we can have feature on Let's Relax, that's for sure. Right, biggest difference. Okay, so biggest difference, I kind of see Logan in Logan's Dawn as lawful neutral, where I kind of see Logan in his later years in Day as more chaotic neutral. I'd hesitate to say chaotic good. Maybe chaotic good. But definitely chaotic. Definitely chaotic. Much more chaotic. So, yeah. Yeah. Nathan, have I ever played the original Mass Effect trilogy? I have. I played through it maybe 4 years ago now. Yeah, probably about 4 years ago. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Actually, no, yeah, actually probably around about that much. I was thinking, yeah, I was definitely doing the channel at the time. Yes, we've been doing this for a while now. This has been happening for a while. Yeah, I really enjoyed going through it for the first time. And luckily, I played it late, so I did get all the changes that happened to 3. So all the things that they added in. Yeah. No, I haven't posted a tattoo video yet. Yeah, it's because I'm too much of a flippin' perfectionist when it comes to videos sometimes. I actually did start recording it and I didn't like it, and I was like, no, don't like it. Gonna do it again. Yeah. I think honestly, I do think that is it's not an issue, but it's something that I'm aware of that, yeah, I am a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to some things. And so, like, there have been multiple times, especially with Ashes, where I've recorded a whole episode. Everything. I've got it into editing, and I've made it halfway through the edit. Like, I've already spent like a day and a half on it, and I'm like, nope, it's not right. There's something that just doesn't feel right, or doesn't feel, like it's landed properly. And so I just go back and I start again. And I've done that a few times. So yeah. Can I show my tattoos? I can. So I can show them. I will explain them properly in another video. So it's actually really hard to show forearms for some reason. And here as well. My watch is like kind of half obscuring things as well. Little difficult to see, but they're both forearms. So I will display those properly in time. The Origami Unicorn, thank you very much for the super chat.
Any hope that Sand becomes a slaver? I need some evil characters from you.
I don't think he's gonna turn... I feel like he's very, very strongly aligned to undoing. He's a breaker of chains. Yeah. But not to say that we won't have evil characters in the future. We've kind of had some evil characters in Cataclysm. I'd say that Elliot was definitely... He was definitely an evil character. Yeah. So there is a chance there shall be more in the future. Sorry, this coffee's getting me. Ramsden, 2019, 2K19. Would I be open to writing a book? I have actually written a book. Funnily enough, the Zealand tabletop role-playing game. It is actually a large book, and my original stories are all throughout that. So, yeah, if you want a taste of what my writing is like, there's a whole heap of it in there, and it is without a doubt the most difficult thing I have ever done in my life. Writing is super, super hard. Oh, Manus was evil as well. Yep, 100%, that's true. Yep. Akira is definitely grey. Yeah. Leaning on the side of being maybe a little evil. A touch evil. We'll see. Thank you very much, Duck. But yeah, there's a whole heap of writing in there.
If I got your logo as a tattoo, where should I put?
Left cheek. Not this one. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Best place. How do I feel about the concept of immortality? That's I bionically I will get to that. I will get to that in just 1 second. Janet is late. You caught me, Sleeve. You caught me. The concept of immortality. So I don't think it works, or rather I don't think it should be a thing, purely because the way our moral zeitgeist has shifted over the years. In my mind, a lot of it is wanting to do better or be better than those who have come before you, especially your parents. Even if you have a really good relationship with your parents, I feel like there is this want or this need to better yourself. Not always in terms of not in terms of skills and knowledge, but I think a lot of times just in terms of I think more moral and social change. I think. And I don't think you get that. I think with immortality, things will become very, very stale and very, very set in stone. And I feel like that's not a good thing. I think we do need to have a evolving society. And sometimes it will evolve not the right way, but I think you do need to have that constant shift and change. And you will only get that with people having their time in the spotlight and then fading again. I think immortality doesn't work for that reason. If you have someone that's around forever, you have no one to replace that person. I think things would become very stale and very, very stagnant. Yeah. So, yeah. And plus, I think, mortality is a great motivator. Yeah. Favorite Norse god? I mean, Thor's up there, but it's got to be Odin. Favorite book series? So, favorite book series... I am a massive fan of the whole Harry Potter series, but if I had a favorite, it's and I always forget the full title of it all the time. The first book in the series is called Semper Mars. Yeah, I don't know what the whole series is called, but there is a lot of books within this arc. But yeah, if you start with Semper Mars, you will not regret it. It is a fantastic freaking book. It's really, really good. Yeah. Nick, have I heard that DC have begun a zombie series called Deceased? No, I haven't heard that. Yes. I have not heard of the Red Wall series. No, I have not. But many of you who have also just mentioned that it is Lotum time, you are indeed correct. It is Lotum time. Yes. Oh, I think it could actually be Heritage, quite possibly. Because there are 3 trilogies. Like, they came out in 3s. So there's the first 3, there's a second 3, and then there's a final 3. And I think maybe it is Heritage, because it does follow... Yes. Thank you, Duck. You got my back. Book 1 of the Heritage Trilogy. So the Heritage Trilogy is the first one, and then there's another trilogy, and then there's another trilogy. So there's a lot there. But I highly recommend it. Even if you just start with Semper Mars, to get a feel of the writing style, it's great. I mean, like, it's very much like a military style book, but it's just done in such a good way. Because, like, I have a massive obsession and love for space, and I feel like it's just done in such a grounded and realistic way. It gets pretty far-flung as time goes on, but it just starts in a very kind of believable near-future world. I really like it. So, yes, it is time for our Legionnaire of the Month. If you don't know what the Legionnaire of the Month is, it is a Legionnaire that has gone above and beyond. A shining example. And so, it is time. Drumroll. Our Legionnaire of the month. For the month of May that we're going into. It is indeed May. Is the Origami Unicorn. Now, I did see you in the chat earlier on. I hope you're still here for this. Unfortunately, I couldn't find your picture, so I don't have a picture up here. So we're going to have to imagine it. If you haven't seen the Origami Unicorn's work so far, they've produced some incredible artwork, which has been featured at the end of Kenshi. And today's episode, which is going to go out after the Townhall is complete, features another really awesome piece of artwork. So if you haven't seen that stuff, do check out Kenshi, or alternatively head to the Discord and head to the fan art section, where there is some really there's amazing work from everyone on there. But lately the Origami Unicorn has been pumping out some really awesome Kenshi work, and it's very much appreciated. It's always cool to see, one of my characters in the lens of a different person. So very cool, and I do see you there in the chat. So yes, well deserved. We're making it so far. I'm making it through without collapsing. I feel horrible today. It's just one of these rough days. It happens. Clown World, what's my position on censorship? Oh, okay. We're going with all the hard-hitting questions today. It's a tough one. It's a delicate tightrope to walk on. Yeah. I think yeah, it's yeah, that's a tough one. Maybe we'll get back to that one. Sacred Dragon, no milk drinking today. Just Giant's milk. No, actually, it's a black coffee. I don't have any milk in there today. Yeah. Oh no, look at that. Sunbeams chasing me. We have an ethereal green appearing behind us. You know what? I'm just going to shoulder that out. Let's pretend that isn't happening. There we go. Done. Solved. That's how you fix video issues. The fabric of time is breaking. Indeed. A new hand has touched the beacon. Yes. Yes, it has. A new hand indeed. Yep. Archmage, I am sleeping good. I am sleeping good. I am. I keep having some really disturbing dreams, but which is good. Which is good. I know that doesn't sound good, but it is good. Really good inspiration for Zealand. I've had some rough ones lately where I've just woken up and I'm like, I was legit terrified for most of that time, so it's good. It means I can terrify others with that, so yeah. Megan, have I ever considered hiring an editor? I would love to be able to. That is a one day. That is definitely a one day thing. If I was to get anyone else to help me with this process, it would be. I would have a very hard time handing that off, as I'm a trained editor. That's how I started doing this in the first place. I'd have a very hard time handing that responsibility off to someone else. It would have to be someone that I work together really well with. But yeah, I eventually, if that's possible somewhere down the line, that would be amazing. It'd be great to be able to work towards that. Yeah. Sarah, what was inside the horn that one time? I can't tell you. I can't tell you. But no drinking horn today. It is a floral coffee mug, because all the other coffee mugs are used. So this is why I'm using this one. Joshua, any ETA on Dusk's return, and will Akira be in Cataclysm? Akira would be quite fun. I feel like she might end up being a little too close to Elliot, just in terms of how he played. Yeah. But as for Dusk's return, still a ways off, because coming back into that, it's... yeah. I've had to kind of rebuild things from the ground up. So I don't want it to feel like it's... I'm trying to say things without giving too much away, but there is going to be a... it's going to be a restarting point of a sorts. So, yeah. Have I ever thought about writing books? Well, I have. I don't know if I'm likely to do it again for a while. It is... It's a process. I find it really difficult to do. Yeah. Megan, how much of my characters' backstories are improvised? Elliot and Dusk's were pretty improvised. It's not always the case. No, like usually I have a pretty strong idea going into it what a character's backstory is. Sometimes it's fun to improvise a little bit. I think a lot, especially like in things like D&D, a lot of people's characters are improvised in that they have a general idea of a backstory, but as they play the character, they're actually like, okay, so this is kind of how they are. So they kind of get a better idea of how that character is. Yeah. Oh, Duck, you're on fire today. There we go. There we go. There is a deal at the moment. And actually, cool news about that. Work has begun on the next design. So there will be more. There'll be some more good stuff coming. Nanania, I have not seen Lucifer. No, I haven't. Both Vedant and Triton are obsessed with Lucifer. Something I've got to try. I will indeed.
Have you seen Lucifer on Netflix? Get some tea now.
There will be tea. There will be tea. I was tempted. That's bad. Really had to control myself there. I was so tempted to like... Bad meme. Bad meme. I'm not going to get into it. There's going to be no tea. Malice. Been following the group's Zealand escapade since the beginning. What was your favorite episode / event in the whole series up to now? Favorite event? honestly, for me, my favorite moment so far has been at the end of end of season 2, where it was like they'd made it, they'd escaped, everything seemed good, and then like it just went bad. It went bad. And just the moments that ended up happening between Triton and Jake, like, it's those moments that, like, especially in something like Xxxiv, where it is more of like a dramatic role-playing game, it's those moments where I'm like, yeah, that's what I kind of hold out for. Like, and yes, I was making my friends super depressed, but also it kind of brought us together at the same time, you know. Yeah. It makes the high points in a game feel so much more better when you have those serious kind of low points as well. Yeah, it was really good. Like, I didn't anticipate it to go the way it did, but you know, it was cool. It just happened so organically, and yeah, I really enjoy those moments in role-playing games for sure, and I think that's probably one of my favorite moments. Red Wolf, is the schedule for Xxxiv different this time around? No, it ended up coming out later because it was being an absolute bitch. I tried so many different ways to export this thing, and it just didn't want to have a bar of it. I left it encoding throughout the entire night, and I came back in the morning and it told me it had 90 hours to go. So I was like, yeah, no, this isn't happening. I found a workaround in the end. We got there. Apparently my hand is becoming somewhat incorporeal. My time in Sovngarde is taking its toll on me. I'm becoming ghost-like. Does Rykon die in Zealand? Who knows? Who knows? I'm not with them anymore. Yeah. Nanania, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Yeah, writing is definitely it's definitely a tough thing. It's not an easy task. Mr. Steak or Mrs. Teak. It could be Mr. Steak or it could be Mrs. Teak. Is it worth updating to experimental? Yes, definitely. I would recommend always playing on experimental, but that's just me. I mean, the recent update has really brought things up to speed, but I do think that the right way is to go with experimental still. Yeah. Yeah, Thanos got me. I'm slowly fading away. Slowly but surely. Nick Moore, do I die in... Well, I mean, that's up to you. That's up to you. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe you are already infected. I've only just legitimately just realized now that... Has that been there the entire time? The side of the green screen out? It's very hard for me to do this. It's nearly impossible. It's nearly impossible to get that to go. The merch shop has crashed. Good job, Legion. Good job. Good job. Well done. Well done. Ah, dear. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Part of the screen is falling down. Sovngarde is collapsing around us. Yeah. Well done. Well done. If you did manage to crash the store, that's great. Ah, dear. I haven't seen the latest update on Star Citizen. I am following it as much as possible. But no, I haven't seen the latest. Does anything super traumatic happen in Zealand? Yes. At the end of season 2, I'd say it's traumatic in some aspects. Yeah. As season finales usually are. You know how it is. You do have great power, but you know, with great power comes great power. True story. Will I continue seeking Sovngarde in the future? Also, what Kenshi mods do I use? I only really use a few visual changes to Kenshi. but there really isn't much in terms of mods going on there. I think I answered them. I think in an earlier episode I went over what was in there. I haven't really added that much at all. Just a few animation mods that add things in, especially like to the work animations and stuff like that. And I think I have 3 attack slots. Yeah. Yes. Started writing a novel. Wow. Nice. We'll keep it up, Jordan. Keep at it, and you'll get there. You'll get there. It is a incredibly tough thing to do, but all in time. Am I enjoying doing the live streams? I am. I really, really enjoy them. It's great. I mean, it's just a chance to do something a little different with all of you. And I look forward to being able to do other things with it in the future as well. I think we can go for a bit of variety. I'm hoping with this next one to be able to do a bit more variety. Play more than just Warband. We can experiment with some other things. I definitely want to return to RimWorld as well, and I think that gives us a chance to do that. I've been kind of itching to play The Long Dark. I don't know if I'd go with a full playthrough of it, or if it'd be something that we kind of turn into like a Let's Survive type thing. See how far we can make it, how long we can make it. Yeah. Clown World, yes I do. The link to which should be down below. Yeah, Alex, I appreciate everyone that watches the VODs as well, because they're long. I know, like, we've had one that's been 6 hours, we've had 2 that have been 4 hours, so, yeah. It's a lot. So, we have about 10 minutes left. It's not a lot of time. If you have any questions that you want to get out before the end of the town hall, before I fade into... Oh, it's not there. I guess I'm fine now. I know it's very difficult for the rest of you to see, but there is like this tiny little gap. There's this tiny little gap in the screen where Triton's standing behind, and I could just see his eye up the top frame. Oh dear. The sunlight's coming in full force now. We're going to have all kinds of ethereal spirits in the background. Oh, damn. Yes, so what I was saying is that my time in Sovngarde is short. It's going to be going soon. The sun is coming out in full force. So if you do have any questions that you want to fire away before the end, hit them in there now, and I'll get through to them as much as possible. Skills will ask, who is Triton? Is Triton my pet? Yes, definitely. Triton is my pet, indeed. And Triton is an ethereal spirit. That's true. Yeah. Have I planned ahead with Kenshi? No, I generally take it from episode to episode. I have an overall goal that I'm trying to work towards. But yeah, a lot of it is taken bit by bit. Crispy bacon. Let's see if Janet gets around to that. I've always wanted to do an audiobook. So, I mean,
Will you voice my audiobook with your deep, deep, sexy voice when I get my book finished? It's science fiction.
I'm always looking for more experience in that realm, so who knows? We might be able to make that work. Philip, would I like Zealand to be a video game or TV show? It would be interesting seeing... Well, I mean, like, it'd just be interesting seeing the style of infection, the style of the world, what it eventually turns into, seeing that kind of realized in a different way. That'd be interesting. Especially some of the later stuff, like New Genesis is it's easily my favorite era. Just because it kind of stands on its own in terms of uniqueness in the zombie genre. So, yeah, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Read the entire book in your American accent. Yeah, my American accent that doesn't really know where it's from. That's my American accent. Generally, it's like an overall accent. I don't know what it is. It's not specifically modeled after any one specific American accent. It's just like a general. Yeah. With Ash, yeah. Like old grit Ash or like, you know, present day Ash. Which one? Yeah. How easily can you switch between voices? I mean, like, easily enough. I actually, I did a Kenku character in D&D once, which was a lot of fun, which was essentially just mimicking all these voices that I'd heard over, like, many, many years. So I was doing, like, within one sentence, I was doing all these different voices, which is a lot of fun. Just kind of stitching them together. I appreciate that very much. Mustafa. I apologize if I ever do pronounce names wrong. Usually on the fly, it's difficult to get some pronunciations right, so if I get anything wrong, I'm not doing it by purpose. Forsaken One, anyone else remember when Nick was in a gimp suit? Yeah, it's moments like that. It's little moments where you have ridiculousness amongst great tragedy. Yeah. Good times. We have some memories, that's for sure. We've had some experiences. Hey, it's not that easy, Clown World. It's not that easy. Do I have any shoutouts this week? I don't think I do. I don't think I have any shoutouts for this one specifically, for this town hall. No, I don't think so. I don't think. No. Yeah. I don't believe so. How about a shout out to all of you? Yes. Yeah, I don't have the energy to shout. Yeah, no, that's true. I don't. I actually feel like I'm going to have to go take a nap today. Actually, 100% I'm going to have to take a nap. I feel horrible today. Yep. It's going to have to happen. Yep. And I've got a very serious game of D&D this evening. Very, very serious D&D game. It's going to be life and death. There's a resurrection happening. Yep. A whisper out. Yes. We're going to have a whisper out. This is Rycon Roleplay's ASMR. And, yeah, we're just chilling out in the halls of Solengard. Having a good time. We'd have to have, like, really close-up microphones of, like, the cows cooking in the background. The bison. Yeah. Does Bran's Tale have a end in sight? I mean, that's the thing, is he is pretty invincible. When you get to this stage in Cataclysm, you do get kind of invincible to a degree. I have ideas for where I want to take Bran, and it's to some strange places. I think we could have a huge amount of fun with Bran, but I don't want to cut his tail short early. There would be a change to his tail, an evolution of sorts. But, yeah. It's tough, like, late game Cataclysm can get a little hard. What do you got for us, Janet?
Get well soon, Ryken. Love the stream, heart.
Thank you very much for that super chat, Jordan. I will do my best. Yeah. Again, I'm trying not to give anything away. But I really love the early game in Cataclysm because there is so much. I mean, there's so many ways you can easily peg it in the early days, whereas later on, it gets a lot harder. And it becomes a management style game as well. Like, you really need to be on top of everything that you have, otherwise you just start leaving huge supplies of guns on staircases in labs, as I do. Yeah. I find note-taking is important, and it's something that I haven't been doing as much with Bran. I need to get in the habit of actually taking notes outside of the game. It does make a difference. It does make it a lot easier if you do that, so yeah. We are going to be wrapping things up, though. I want to thank everyone for coming along, for being here at the town hall with me, hanging out, asking questions, having a good time, and weird ethereal backgrounds as they are. I wasn't expecting the sun to come out today. That's why I didn't worry about putting anything up to block it. But there we go. My time is running short. So, thank you all for joining me for another town hall. Thank you again to all the patrons who have supported throughout this month, who continue to make the content on this channel possible. Thank you to all the moderators who are here today. Thank you to Duck, who's been doing a fantastic job, as always. And thank you to all of you for sticking around. Ramsden, with one final super chat.
Oblivion roleplay and I'll be a happy camper.
We'll get there. We will get there for sure. But that is us, guys and gals. I've been Raikon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned. Why, thank you, sir. Why, thank you.